Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Smite Force Chronicles. Today's adventure, I believe, is titled A Party Divided. For obvious reasons, you guys are divided. You guys did all your character goodness, so let me pull you guys into the game board. Good times. And activate. Let's make sure this works. All right. So here we are. All right. So when we were last here, you guys were having a lot of fun on this broken bridge. You dispelled the stone golem. You doused the eyeballs of the skulls to the northeast and the southeast. And then you had some great debate around Baphomet's Dagger of Venom and its attunement to one character versus its possession by another character. A lot of goodness. Worth mentioning, in the last episode, Alexandria was able to use her inspiration card and rolled back time, basically, and re-rolled the dagger. So instead of it bouncing off the stone golem and getting stepped on, it bounced off the stone golem and happened to land right in front of Glory, who picked it up. A lot of exchanges about the past happened. There's not a lot of trust between the character Alexandria and the character Glory. I think there was probably a 5+ minute debate, if memory serves, from the video I just watched. And it devolved into Glory exclaiming that she thinks the entire party needs therapy, which, if you re-listen to the episode, that's pretty accurate. So, Tempe and his bloodlust just wanted to move the team forward and go kill some stuff. And Dinjarin slipped past Glory and headed, I believe, are you going south or north, Dinjarin?
I was heading north with the Alexandria and Tempe.
All right, so yeah, so we have to the north we have Dinjarin, Tempe, and Alexandria, and Dinjarin has promised Alexandria that if she needs magic weapons, he will loan them to her. To the south is Tyros.
Clarification on that. I didn't say magic weapons. Dinjarin just said if she needs a weapon.
There you go. Thank you for the clarification. So to the south is Tyros, Stephanos, Glory, and Brother Samael. And it was an interesting exchange that happened. So you're not in combat. There's a north party and a south party. You're still within sort of shouting distance of each other. Is there anything that you want to exchange before you guys undertake your day's journey?
I will say, if we all recall, the reason why Dinjarin was trying to say we shouldn't be talking about these things was because there was a person that is a part of our group now that we don't necessarily trust or know what he's trying to do, so airing our bad laundry in front of him may not be the best thing. I think, if you recall. Just throwing that out there.
Sorry, I'm back.
Oh,
maybe you want to repeat that for Glory.
Oh, I just saying, if you remember why Dinjarin injected into the conversation that was happening was just because he was worried that there is someone that we don't know or trust right now within our group, and he didn't want us to air our bad laundry in front of someone who may use that for evil purposes.
Yeah.
Just
that
throwing
tracks.
that out.
Yeah, there's also a thing called a private conversation. So,
Except for you were yelling it across the bridge.
No, actually, she was standing. Wasn't
she was
standing
close.
right?
No, she was. you weren't having it wasn't possible to have a private conversation.
I wasn't
You were
imagining
having
where-
you were having a normal conversation. So anyone within earshot would have heard. Yeah, otherwise you would have had to declare that you were going to step aside and whisper to each other. Otherwise it's within radius. So I think anyone who was too far away, like Tempe I think was pretty he was across the divide at that point. So Tempe would have heard very little. Although I think the way he played his character was pretty accurate, which is like he just saw you guys yabbering and was just like, let's get this shit going. Let's get on the road. Dinjarin was literally next to you, right? Because you stepped past Glory on your way to the north as she headed south, correct? Yeah. And then, because you guys were like legit next to each other. Samael would have heard the conversation because he was just before the doorway. So that's probably a good thing to remember. Like, if you guys want to have a private conversation, declare that. With the other part of what we started doing was having everyone turn their volume down so no one can hear each other. And then me just giving like 2 thumbs up when it's time for everyone to come back.
Out of curiosity, how do you do that? Because is there a way to do that in Discord?
No, you just turn the volume down on your computer.
Because for some reason, it doesn't work on my my monitor, because my volume goes through my monitor. Even if I turn it down, it doesn't seem to turn down. It's probably a monitor issue.
Okay,
Yeah, you should be able to. You should be able to hit mute, right? Or no?
Oh, hey, there is a mute button. What? I just found that out about my monitor.
Oh, there you go.
So my goal was to give Alexandria her dagger back. So if that can still happen, I would like to do that. But if that's too late, then that's fine. Whatever.
Now, if you wanna call out to Alexandria, you're welcome to do so. And she'll meet you on the bridge.
Okay. All right.
So I'll move on. No one else move. I'm gonna put on free move. And I'll move. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I want. My goal was to just. Thing is Alexandria and I have never really talked to each other throughout the game, and so it's always been perceived intentions rather than communicated intentions. So my intention was to just be like, hey, like, I exist as a person outside of just fighting and killing things. Like, you have some interests, I have some interests. Oh, look, I have this dagger of you. Look at my good intention of sharing it, giving it back to you because it's yours.
Yeah.
So that was my goal. Clearly it didn't happen, but if that can still happen, that's cool.
Yeah, I'll move you across so you guys can. You don't have to go across the lava. There's no checks to do any of that.
Cool.
But you guys can engage in conversation. I wish Alexandria was here, to be perfectly frank. So
I mean, that's fine too. Like, I don't.
Yeah, it's all good.
Also, am I gonna have to throw her a dagger over?
No, you'll be
lava?
able to hand it easily across the divide.
Okay. Yeah, that's. I mean, I heard. Yeah, that's what I.
Okay, let's do the chat.
Oh.
So I'm here. I'm here. What would you like to chat about?
Oh. So I'd like to continue this conversation later because now is not the time or place. But, by the way, here's your dagger. But you seem really interested about these dragon people. I am too. Something we can share in common. Bye. Good luck.
Awesome. Let me, can I see it?
Yeah, I thought how do I hand it over?
You got to go into look in your inventory and look for the dagger.
Okay.
It's Baphomet's dagger of venom.
Yeah. You know, every time we do this, I get really good at everything and then I forget the user interface.
So I'm looking at your inventory. It doesn't look like you have the dagger of venom.
Okay, so someone stole it. All right, cool. Well, never mind then. You stole it already, so bye. Never mind. So much for building that relationship. Just walk away.
I didn't steal anything. I haven't been anywhere near you. How would I have possibly stolen the dagger?
Okay, well, whatever. Bye. Duly noted.
So she's really like flummoxed and confused. Did you want to roll an investigation check?
Sure.
All right, I'll do the fancy investigation check so you can not have to look for stuff.
Dinjarin, you were the only one standing next to me. So, I don't know, Alexandra, maybe go talk to Dinjarin. He probably has it.
So there's gonna be two.
Samael at all?
So roll your investigation. You're gonna roll an investigation, and then you're gonna roll a history check.
Or were you standing near Samael at any point in time?
No.
You sure you didn't walk down to the south with him?
All right, let's do your history. Oh, solid, both of them. Solid enough. Oh, my mouse is being all weird. Yeah, if you got a double 16, so you're going through your bag, or through your stuff, and you're like, this dagger was just here. You had been thumbing it. You knew right where it was. It was the genesis of the conversation between you and Alexandria. So you sort of trace back the steps between the last time you felt the dagger and right now, and the connections that you draw with the only one near you is Dinjarin. Yeah. And you do remember him brushing up against you as he went by, and hurriedly headed north across the bridge. He even paused to see what direction you were going before he declared a direction. Now you don't know for sure that he lifted the dagger from you, but just from those two rolls, he was the only one around, unless perhaps you dropped it. Samael, you have no memory of Samael being anywhere near you, or really any other character during the entire exchange.
Yeah, I didn't need to roll 2 16s to know that Dinjarin stole it from me. So, okay.
So, do you say anything to Dinjarin, or are you just being, or to Alexander, or are you just silent?
I'm just saying it to Alexandra. I'll be like, look, I had the dagger. Dinjarin brushed up against me. He probably has it. Maybe go talk to him. Unfortunately, I can't help you anymore. But my intention to help you has been proven. And that's it. And I just turn and I walk away.
I get that. I'm not sure how I feel. I feel like I've been yanked around a little bit just now. But I'll be mindful of all around me.
And then she too heads back. She's right behind Dinjarin, and Dinjarin, I don't think, I'm going to put you back where you were, Chloe. I don't think at this moment, whoa, what happened? There we go. I don't think at this moment Alexandria would probably say anything to you other than sort of give you her little birdie look.
Okay.
Any other business before you guys depart?
Oh, I look across and I give a death glare to Dinjarin. I don't say anything, I don't do anything. I give him a really solid death glare.
Dinjarin, do you respond?
Do I notice it?
Yeah, because you've been watching the exchange. This is all happening sort of real time. You saw Alexandria head back down. And you all had to know what it was about.
I just kind of eyeball everybody, not just Glory, but everybody.
And what do you mean by eyeball?
Kind of just look around, see what everyone's looking, and just seeing what everyone's reaction is.
So what you see from Samael is Samael seems somewhat satisfied. He has sort of a smirk on his face, right? And he's picking up on some of the the dynamics of the team. Probably filing those away for later use if he needs to work you guys against each other. So sort of what your insight is. Tempe, is all but like running down the hallway. He just wants to get the hell out of here, right? Like he's ready to go. And Tempe, you're actually more focused on the fact that you see just up ahead, sort of a yellow glow. Right. I need to turn on no movement for you guys just in case. And down to the south, you see Glory. Glory clearly stink-eyed you. Like she wasn't looking at the party. She was looking at one person, and it was you. Tyrose and Stephanos were already heading down the tunnel, so like you get nothing from them, just the backs of their heads as they disappeared to the dark. So on that note, you guys are now a party divided. Also the title of this episode, A Party Divided. Northern team, what's your plan?
Before we get going,
Go ahead.
before we get going, Tyro sort of turns back to the northern team. And it's like we should make a plan to regroup. I don't know how long these adventures are going to take us. Do we have a timeline when we want to meet up? Because I know nobody carries watches.
Are you yelling across?
I am. I'm yelling across to the party to the north.
Come back here. We'll go as far as we can, and then we'll send one person to come back. Should we all remain safe in,
I
10
can,
minutes.
to support that, I can use Salem as
I was-
a transport of information.
I
There
was
we
just
go.
about to ask if you still had Salem.
Yes.
Does
Awesome.
anyone? I know there's like a spell where you could contact people over distances too. Like, does anyone have that? I don't remember what it's called, but
Alexandria has let's see. No, she doesn't have that. She has a crazy. I'm not gonna tell you what she has because it would be up to her to. I don't know if she would tell you everything that she has, but she has some pretty kooky stuff.
And Salem is a good.
Hours.
Salem will be a good contact.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, keep
I
your
can
eyes
also-
out if Salem comes.
oh wait, never mind. I was like, I could also use my find steed, but I don't think they can talk, so it wouldn't really do anything. They can't.
So are you summoning Salem?
Yeah.
All right, let me get your Salem open. And where are you sending Salem to?
Salem's gonna stay with me
Okay.
until I decide to send him over.
All right, Salem enters the game.
I thought that Tempe had a dog that he could talk to.
Hold on one
I think
second.
I do. I don't know about summoning it though. The kind of the dog came and went in a episode
you-
that I missed.
You have a dog. It's your. I want to say it's permanent. Let's see. Look in your character sheet. Maybe that was from your old character, but yeah.
Would it be under?
No,
attributes?
he got it when it was when we were fighting in the upper area.
But can
Oh.
he talk to the dog? Because if he can't talk to the dog, it's useless.
Well, I have speaks with beasts as one of my.
Yeah, you could talk to your dog, but I just don't know if you can summon it.
I don't know if I can summon it. Yeah.
I can summon my dog, and I could communicate with it up to 1 mile telepathically. So
Did you want to summon your dog?
I just don't know if I have spell slots for it though. Wait, do I? Yeah. I'll wait until like we find something, and then I'll send him someone because he's not that strong. He doesn't last that long if he gets hit. So
Okay.
I don't want to waste a spell slot right now. I don't have many.
Well, Salem
Yeah.
can fly, so Salem's our best bet.
Yeah, I think mine's kind of slow. Has slow movement.
Awesome.
I remember.
Oh, your mastiff. Your mastiff has 40 feet. It's a dog.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
How? I did not know that. For some reason,
Yeah.
I thought he was less than that.
No, he has 40 feet, and he also he can bite. He has a keen sense of hearing and smell, so he's good. He's like a hunting dog. Think about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe I should summon him then. Yeah,
It's
I'll
your
do that.
call.
I'll summon him.
All right. Does that take a spell slot?
It does.
I know it. Okay, it doesn't for. I know it doesn't for Glory, but it does for you, right?
Yeah. Why can't
All right.
I want to move this way. Okay. All right, cast the spell.
I'll say, fancy man.
I got a weird pop-up that says campaign manager, but it's blank. Oh,
It says what?
Companion manager, but there's nothing in it.
Okay. Well, let's not do. So I think you should be able to. You should be able to control this thing. Let me see. Let me look at. Make sure you're the owner. Configure ownership.
Here's what I in the tavern. I put what I see. Wait, is that the tavern? Yeah.
Oh, Smite. I like your little logos, guys. I never thought. Yeah, so that's useless. so just click it away.
Okay.
I'll look into that later. Can you make a note for after this? I'll follow up with you.
Yeah.
All right. So you have, you both have your familiars. You own them. Let me make sure that Salem is owned by Glory. I checked Mastiffs. Glory is, yeah. All right, so you're all good. All right, so we're going to start with the northern team. Largely because I have some empathy with Tempe, just wants to kill some stuff. So Tempe, from where you stand, you see
Yeah, light up ahead.
you see a light up ahead, and it looks familiar. Yeah, it looks very similar to the skulls that you passed on the way into the tunnel. Other than the light coming from up ahead, it is completely dark.
Yeah. What step would I have to get to have line of sight? Do you think? Maybe that.
You I think just one step forward and you'll have line of sight.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure how high the stairs went, so let's go.
Well,
ahead and
they're
keep
going
down
they're
the-
going down, not up. So it'll be sort of above.
Oh.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll give you free movement. Just you move ahead. And you're gonna stick to the wall where you I guess where you're gonna go doesn't matter. Okay, so you went right into the middle of the hallway. I'm gonna lock movement real quick. So yeah, you see, clear as day, another one of those skulls. Another one of those skulls in this hallway. So that takes all of you guys, and that means that this group is now in combat. And I'm going to need you to roll for initiative. Alexandria is rolling, and that is everybody.
I didn't get one. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm south.
Hey, Gloria, it's really loud when you unmute. Is everything okay? Like in the background?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Sorry.
Okay, no worries. Cool. So, yeah, you're the southern team. So, you guys have now rolled for initiative. Tempe, though, I'm gonna say right off the bat, the glowing skull gets an opportunity attack because its one job is to wait for someone to come down the hall, and so it's going to attack you. It's going to try to attack you. There it is. And let's see if this works. Oh, I have to hit begin combat. All right. So it has you targeted with it for its opportunity, and you see a firebolt come at you. Oh, it's a solid hit. Well within range. And normal damage. Yikes.
Ouch.
Yeah, so you had all in 7 points of damage, which is a pretty good chunk of change for you. So now you guys are officially at the top of the combat round. This thing just shot you. You know that they're not very formidable, right? But they do a decent amount of damage when they do connect. So with that, do your scheming, and then we're going to head south to the other team, and then we'll go back and forth.
All right, Dinjarin, if you draw the eye of the skull, or not, it's up to you. I'm just gonna try and fire an arrow at him. I get a bonus shot if I hit one. So.
And you do know you have, and you do know that there's 2 eyes. That's just sort of intuitively. You assume
Right.
There's 2.
Yeah.
Are you trying to get rid of me? You want the skulls to hit me first? Is that what's going on?
No, I'm just the skulls get to go next. So,
Okay.
if you move forward, you can draw some fire from me. But if not,
We'll smash.
And also intuitively, Tempe would know that Dinjarin, with his AC of insane, is probably the closest thing to a tank that you guys have.
right.
All right. Well,
You can't move yet, because it is not. We're going to go down to the other team. All right, so you guys, you guys sort of through your periphery see, you see the sort of the tunnel sort of flash orange for a second, and you hear Tempe go like, oof, right? It's a familiar sound. You've drawn some connections. What do you guys do down to the south? And who's your squad leader? First, who's your squad leader up north? Is it Tempe? You're leading, so I'm nominating Tempe. Tempe's squad leader to the north. To the south, who's your squad leader?
That would still be Tyros, I would assume.
All right. Well, power is taken, not given. So there you go. All right.
Oh, I
So
agree.
Samael knows he has no way to be in charge of anything. So what are you going to do, Mr. Tyros? What's your plan? Looking ahead, I should give you a little bit of narrative. To the chat. So, as you continue your journey through this vault, you come to this dark tunnel heading to the south, away from the river of lava and the main vault. The warm air flows through the tunnel, providing a small comfort, but the darkness is oppressive in its foreboding. The tunnel is roughly 20 feet wide. It slopes slightly downward, making the journey ahead uncertain. Every 30 or so feet, a large wooden beam supports the ceiling, reminiscent of a mining tunnel. The walls are rough and warm to the touch, and the sound of warm air echoes through the space. As you advance further into the tunnel, you see that it splits off in 2 directions. To the left and to the right, obviously. The tunnel fades into darkness, leaving you with an eventual choice to make. Will you venture left or to the right? The unknown awaits you in either direction, and you must choose wisely as you continue your journey through the vault. Your inner voice is like, it's a whole lot of darkness, left or right. Perhaps I should focus on the moment. And the sounds of nothing whisper in your ears, your mind filling the blanks with all sorts of imagined sounds. Well, I must have had 1 or 2 drinks before I wrote this stuff. There you go. And there's your nice little visual, huh? You're not the only one who knows how to use Mid-Journey.
Are there lanterns throughout the tunnel?
No, those were just the two little light sources right near the entrance where you are.
All right.
And if you gaze deeply into that darkness, you can barely make out that it goes left and right.
GM, quick, just random question.
Sure.
Are we able to copy the text from the chat? Like, if we wanted to, how would we do that if we wanted to copy? Because I can't just highlight over it and copy it.
Oh, really?
Take a screenshot.
Yeah, I think he wants to do it. So you want to do the whole thing?
Well, yeah, I was just trying to for notes and stuff. I'll copy and paste type deal, but I can't seem to
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to transcribe, or to David's point. I can look and see if there's a plugin that allows you to copy
No,
text.
that's fine. I could just we can put images in our notes and stuff, correct?
Yeah, you sure can.
Okay, cool.
And I can do this. I can actually, if you want to see the image, did it go? Are you guys seeing an image? There you go. There's a nicer view of the image.
I feel like the seven dwarves should be coming out anytime soon.
That would be awesome.
All right, Tyros turns to the party and quickly asks, has anyone got any visual impairments? I have dark vision, so I can see. But if not, I'll light a torch for the rest of the group.
No, I can see. In the dark. I vote right.
Right works for me as well. Anybody, Brother Samael, you haven't been down these tunnels yet, have you?
We came from the north, but tread lightly. If the south passage is anything like the north, the unexpected should be expected.
Yeah. I'd like to hold off using a torch if we can.
DM, can I do an investigation on whether or not, sorry about the noise, whether or not Samael has bulkier pockets or not? Because this is my first time engaging with him, so I'm very sketchy of him, although I trust Tyros to an extent. I kind of want to get my perception of him, like my I forgot the word, but like my version of what I think of him.
Yeah, absolutely. But before you do that, real quick, to answer Tyros, Samael says,
Yeah. I'm a human. I don't have dark vision and rely on artificial lighting. However, there's enough light for now for me to make my way, and I will avoid lighting a torch or the lantern that I hold until it is of the utmost imperative.
and then for you want to do, you're investigating specifically Samael, correct?
Yeah, I want to do like this is the first time meeting him. I haven't spoken with him, and I kind of want to get like a read on him, like a first meeting kind of read.
Oh,
They
do
say-
you want insight, or are you looking specifically at his being, or are you trying to just get a read on him? Because that would
his being. Sorry, his being. Meaning, like, I want to see if, because I'm still kind of thinking about this dagger. I'm pretty convinced in Stinjarin. It might be this Sam dude.
Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, that would be an investigation. So there you go. Here's your investigation check. Sadly, his robes are thick and flowing. They serve as both, decorative, as a sort of informational point for those who see him that he's someone of importance, but also thick enough to provide some sort of like cloth or leather-based armor. So you
Okay.
can't make anything out.
All right, since I can't make anything out, I want to make sure that he's in front of me. So I'm trying to get Tyros to be leading us through wherever we're going, then Sam in the middle, and then whether or not Stefanos is behind me or in front of me. It doesn't, like, wherever, but he's always kind of in front of me.
So we'll just make sure that you're gonna make it so that Samael is always sort of a couple of steps ahead of you. You're taking up the rear is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
And I think he would expect that, right? So, because he knows that none of you trust him, so he's going to expect to be somewhat flanked. Awesome. So I'm going to, for you guys, I'm going to turn on free movement. No one else move. Just the party to the south. And you guys are welcome to, like, if you want to know anything or whatever, do that now. Otherwise, you're welcome to take your stop at the length of your normal movement.
I have to wait until Sam
Yeah.
Mael
So-
goes forward.
So this is where we'd ask for your marching order, or for your marching sequence. I'm guessing it's Tyros first, then Stefanos,
I'll take lead.
Okay. Stefanos sort of flies past you a bit.
Oh, I didn't want to go past this first beam because I want to investigate the structure of these beams really quickly.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Oh, I don't know why I rolled initiative. It's all right.
Yeah, that was odd. 1 second. All right. So you don't need to roll initiative because it's not your turn. However, so what were you saying you wanted to know?
I just want to investigate the structure of these beams and what I can of the tunnel, and looking for traps.
Okay. Skill check. That would be investigation. And
Do you want me to roll it, or do you want to initiate
hold
it?
on. DC. That'd be a DC 10. And then ability check. And start Epic Row. Oh, you succeeded.
Just.
You did. So yeah. So you look at the beams, and they look solid enough. But just as as you're sort of looking at the dust, looking at the lay of the land, you scream out to Stefanos to stop.
Goodness.
So yeah, you find there's a pretty scary looking trap. Yeah, that Stefanos, you were inches. Matter of fact, the dust, you see the dust sort of fall from under your toes and into this trap. You are teetering on the edge. So, wise move, Mr. Tyros.
Thanks. And with that, I just move up to Stefanos and grab her just right by the scruff of her cloak, just so that she doesn't fall in
All
accidentally.
right. Are you pulling her back, or are you leaving her where she's at?
I'm pulling her back.
All right. So let me do so in a way that doesn't drop her into the pit. And she's now next to you. All right, yeah. So there's this pit. It looks like you can walk around it in either way, but you also see that there's a choice of left or right.
All right. Well, my thought is, I agree with Glory. Let's keep to the right, and at any forks in the road, let's continue always going right, so that if we need to retreat, we can run pretty quickly and know our way back. My other suggestion to everybody is hug the walls as you walk. Most of these traps seem to be in the middle of the hallways. And with that, can we free move?
You are going to free move, but one at a time. So, oh, you just went right into the trap.
I didn't do anything.
Oh my god. I wasn't trying to. I was trying to move my map.
So,
Oh my god.
No.
Yeah. So
No, I can't move
Stefanos.
my map, so.
Oh, your entire character disappeared.
Yeah. I actually haven't been able to move my map since we moved to this.
Where are you? Hold on. Where in the world are you? Do you see your character?
No. Did I just die?
She just went into the fourth dimension. Or wait,
Yeah,
the third dimension. mentioned because this is 2D.
Did
Yeah,
Dinjarin pull out a card?
Did what?
Did Dinjarin pull out a card and have Stefanos disappear?
No, he did not.
That would only be me. I don't think it affects other players. Although I don't know what would happen if I plant a card on someone as if they pulled it out.
Oh wait, it has Stefanos is right on top of you somehow. There she
Oh,
is.
that was weird.
Yeah. So Stefanos is actually. Let me deactivate the thing. So I will, since this was not a purposeful thing, it makes me sad to say this. I will give you your health back,
Oh, thank
and I will remove the stuff from you. You are no longer.
I literally have not been able to click and drag this map around.
It's for me. I found it's right click to be able to move the map.
Yeah, you move the map.
Maybe
with
my
right click.
magic mouse.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
the
what I
magic
mean.
mouse sucks. I mean, no offense, Apple, but it doesn't really help the cause much.
Yeah, that's what I'm using as a magic mouse, and just right clicking.
Man, this does nothing.
Do you have right click activated for your magic mouse in settings?
Good question. I'm sure.
All right. So on that note, Tyros, were you already damaged?
Nope.
So you took damage too.
Oh, sorry. I had 2 damage from something a while back. So I've been at 36 for quite
Oh.
some time. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So my bad. So then you do have 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got 2 damage. Yeah.
All right. So you guys have discovered this trap. We're gonna head back up to the north and let these guys go. Samael comes down. First, Samael comes down the stairs, and then Glory, you want to run down after him, right? Perfect. All right. Now we're back in combat move. Ignore the blood. There's no blood around you for real. I'm assuming that, by the way, that Salem follows Glory. Okay. So here we are. We're up to the north. You are at the top. Dinjarin, it is your turn.
All right. So Dinjarin, kind of muttering under his breath. I don't know why. Oh, I can't move. Oh no.
You can.
Hold on. Oh, I see why. I gotta get off of measure. Muttering under his breath. I don't know why you want me to go first, and then he does it anyway. And
You can't move through a wall though. You're gonna have to move
Yeah.
in 2 points. Yeah.
Up there, and then he goes right up there, and then which eye is that? That one.
The left eye.
I target the eye. Is combat not on? It's not letting me target it.
Yeah, it's your turn.
When I try to target it, it just says ping combatant. That's it.
Are you upper left in target mode?
What do you mean upper left?
Or hit like click the eye and then hit T?
Click what?
Click the eye and hit T.
Oh, there we go. Okay, that worked. Yeah, for some reason in the combat tracker, I can't right click anymore and get targeting.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. Well, I'll look and see what changed. But anyway, you've got it targeted,
Sure.
as you can see.
So I am gonna attack it with my maul,
You're going to the mall.
and then just wait. Okay, I hope this does it like a normal. There we go, and
And you dispatch the eye.
nice. And that is the end of my turn.
All right. Up next is Tyros. Wait, why is Tyros in the...
He has warping abilities.
Yeah, Tyros is not up next.
Between
I should
planes.
not be there.
Yeah, the glowing eye is up. Targeting Dinjarin. I spy with my glowing eye. Spell book. Firebolt. And it's a miss. Mastiff. And now your Mastiff, because it's summoned, it's not a familiar. I believe your Mastiff
Right.
can take a turn, right?
Yeah,
Like a full, it's like a
own-
full turn.
Yeah, it's its own character. So he is just going to run. Actually, you know what? Is that in? I can't tell if that's in a wall or not.
If it's green, it's not in the wall.
Don't
Okay.
block line of sight.
So he's going to go up here and he's going to try to see. So 15. You said it. He has 40.
Yeah.
25 more feet. He's going to run up over here.
All right, and
Yeah,
he's
right there.
he's telegraphing you, right?
Yeah, he's scouting ahead and just instead of attacking, he's just going to sniff around and see if he could see if anything ahead or anything dangerous
So-
ahead and report.
So what
back
he
to him.
sees, you also see. You know, he sees. You know, on the north wall is this giant skull. It's mounted to the wall. Its eyes are glowing with a sinister light. The skulls seem to be watching your every move, adding to the eerie atmosphere of this tunnel. And the tunnels are dark and quiet, mostly. Embedded in the wall to the right, in the depths of this dark and mysterious cave, a glowing green gem floats in a decorative hole carved out of the wall. The gem is dazzlingly green. I don't know why it says red. Emitting bright and ethereal light that illuminates the area around it. The gem is surrounded by mysterious etchings depicting ancient runes and the symbols that seem to have been etched into stone. The etchings from the maze-like decorations surround the gem on all sides. The maze is intricate, with twists and turns, and its center is a glowing red gem. A green gem, damn it. The walls of the maze are tall and imposing, creating a sense of awe and wonder for anyone who lays eyes on it. Below the gem, a fire burns, adding to the mysterious otherworldly atmosphere. The fire is red and white, casting flickering lights on the wall of the case, illuminating the gem with an ethereal glow. The fire creates a warm, inviting light, but also a sense of caution, as the fire is magical and dangerous to those not careful. And you can barely, just like the other two, you can just barely make out above it is the word Akret.
All right, cool. That ends his turn.
Awesome. Looks like we have a guest. Hey, Lena.
Hi, Lena.
Hello.
So Tempe, you're up. You see that Dinjarin has put out the eye of the left eye of the skull. You saw Mastiff Steve like sort of shoot down this dark tunnel. The right eye still remains.
Yeah, and I'm gonna target it.
No leftovers?
Hmm?
No leftovers?
What?
No leftovers?
I don't know. It's interesting.
Oh, I thought we decided on leftovers.
Oh, leftovers sound good.
Third party that this is your.
I'm getting hungry. I'm hearing all these leftover talk.
Sorry. God damn it. What's up on me?
My weapons are loaded in my HUD, which is weird.
You have to. You're gonna have to add the build outs.
I've already done that.
Yeah, it may have reset when we did the transition to this host.
All right, I'll just use my sheet.
Yeah, I think the sheet's easier personally, but all the HUD does look cool. Now Lena has no idea what we're looking at.
No. All right.
If any of you wants to stream your screen to her, feel free.
All right. Oh, come on. The little pop-outs never stay up. Action. longbow. God damn it. All right. I'm at a normal roll, no advantage or disadvantage.
Ooh, solid 19. Gives you a 29 with your bonus. Like, this thing lands directly in the eye.
The center of the center. Yeah,
Solid
payback.
damage.
Payback's bitch eye.
And that eye, you know, this arrow plunges into the eye, and you see it. Oof. And just as it does so, the entire tunnel goes dark. All you see is that the glow of that faint ochret gem, you know, in the wall.
Luring us to come closer and closer. So we're out of combat, technically, yeah?
Yeah, you guys are out of combat technically. So I'm going to actually end combat. I think. End combat.
Then Jaren, can you sense any booby traps down there?
Yeah, I look around for any traps or any other sense of danger.
And auto assign. Here's your experience.
Come on, Alexandria.
And I think you have to hit add in the chat window. All right, and all that Alexandria does on her move is she sort of moves in, and she does fire up her torch.
Strange that an owl-like bird person wouldn't have night vision, but what are you gonna do?
It is odd, isn't
Especially
it?
owls are nocturnal, you would think. No,
Right.
And as she does that, it does light up the entire side, all the way down the hall. So you guys do see that pathway branches to the left, to the right, and floating in that wall is that gem. But we're gonna hold off on you guys touching that thing until we go down south. All right, so you guys are in the southernmost cavern. What's your plan? You're gonna hug the walls? Is that what I heard?
Hug the walls and stay to the right.
Yeah, but I'm still staying behind.
All right. So you move your full length of movement. And as you get to that point, Tyros, you see the path to the right sort of takes a sharp right. The path to the north, you can see down the hallway quite a ways. You don't see much down there. From the one to the right, you do see sort of a pulsing, glowing yellow light. All right, Stefanos, you're up. Did you want me to move you, or did you want to try and move yourself? I will move her.
She's having leftovers.
Yes, leftovers time. I believe she gets 25 feet. Yes. So Stefanos pushes her back up against the wall and skirts this spiky trap that Tyros discovered. Brother Samael, sees another path, and he sees you guys going to the south. He's going to actually check out this northern path. So you sort of see him dip into that part of the
Couldn't
cavern.
I step kind of in front of him and be like, before he does that? And
No, you'd have to leap around him because you'd said you were going to stay a few steps behind him. So you just see him, and there's no room for you to pass him next to that pit trap. Now you're welcome to follow him or to send Salem, but you get to move both of your characters now.
I couldn't unmute myself earlier, sorry, but yes, that's the move I would have made.
Good. When we are golden, we're the golden girls.
all right, because I had an intrusive thought of whether or not I was going to push whatever his name is, into the pit, but I'm going to just I'm going to go towards the entrance and
Do
look
2
down.
moves. If you fall into the pit, you fall into the pit. So I would do that in 2 moves. Oh, you got very lucky.
Yeah.
So you guys
And
see
then
Glory without any sort of concern, just whip right past that pit trap.
I want to look down and see if I can see anything.
Yeah.
Can I do?
You mean up ahead?
No, down the same hallway that he's going.
Yeah.
I
So you
wanna-
do. You do down the hallway that he's heading down. You see what looks like it terminates with some large chains and sort of lava. Like you see sort of a lava area. It looks like there's a gap. Who just shot something?
Sorry.
No, it's okay. You're just equipping. It sounds like. Yeah, go ahead and if you guys, we're not in combat, so now is the time to do your build outs and all that stuff. So you see that it looks like there's a bit of a gap with the chain connecting what looks like an island of. Well, actually, Glory, let me give you some narrative. Boom, into the chat window. You find yourself in a tunnel that leads to a treacherous and dangerous area, deep in the vault where the river of lava and fire runs through the middle. As you approach the shoreline of this river of lava, you can see an intense heat and light emanating from it, creating a fiery glow that fills the area and fills the entire area. And chains. You see lots and lots of chains. In the center of the lava flow, there are several small islands of rock. These islands are connected by large chains, and they appear to be the only way to cross the river of lava. The chains are old and rusted, and the rocks are scorched black from the intense heat of the lava. If you wish to continue this route, you must navigate these islands to reach the other side, where you can see a passage leading around into another tunnel. Looking down the lava river to the east, you see a small bridge spanning the flow. Well, actually, you will have to get up a little farther, but I'll just give you that narrative anyway. The bridge is made of ancient stone and metal and looks a bit unstable and dangerous, but possibly crossable. And the heat from the lava is intense. Your inner voice is like, I'm not up for a lava swim, so I must be careful not to fall into this river of molten rock. So yeah, you can get across these chains. You can possibly jump across in some points.
Because I have a good history of being able to do that.
Yeah, true. You could also send Salem ahead if you wanted to. He has all of his movement. Or is it she or he?
It's a he. I think...
Or non-declared. I also accept that.
Yeah, no, whatever. It's he. Salem is gonna stick with me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of make a grunt noise towards Stefanos and Tyros.
Okay.
As in like to kind of nod, like you guys decide if you want to go your way, but I'm going to make sure that I'm going to take Salem with me this way.
Awesome.
One other thing. I kind of want to follow behind him where he doesn't really know that I'm following him. So, like he turns left, I don't want him to really know that I'm following him. So if I need to do that as like a... Yeah.
So you're trying to be a little stealthy. So how far behind him are you going to stay?
Probably just enough to, like, if he turns his head to look behind him, he can't see me.
Okay.
But, like, if we're... Yeah.
And you wanted Salem is going to be up on you, right? Like right next to you.
Yeah, he's going to be on my shoulder.
All right, so he's moving with you. All right, so let's do our next move. Tyros, you go first. It's Tyros, then Stefanos, then Samael, then Glory, then Salem. So Tyros, do your move. You're in free move mode, just your normal amount.
I'm just gonna come here and pause because I start to see a yellowish glow come around.
Yeah, and the south wall is this giant skull mounted into the wall. Its eyes glowing with sinister light. This skull seems to be watching your every move, adding to the eerie atmosphere of the tunnel. Let me see if it has. You have enough. You stopped. Like you and Stefanos are very lucky. It does not have opportunity attack on you, because it's not close enough to you to. Right, it doesn't see enough of you to warrant something bad happening. So, there we go.
Stefanos, just sidle up behind me. Don't go past where I'm at.
So let me take all y'all.
Yeah.
And add you. Guess what, you guys?
Combat.
You know what I haven't done in a while is this. There you go. So you guys are going to be in combat. We got Gloria, Stefanos, and Salem still have to roll their initiative. It's in the chat window. I'm sorry, it's in the combat window. I'm going to roll for them. Oh, no, I'm not. You guys were on it. All right. And begin. If you're going to roll a fumble, it's best to do it during initiative.
Great.
The battle has begun. All right. So, there you go. You guys are in combat. At the top of the stack is Tyros. That said, we're going to pause for a second, and we're going to head to the north and let them do their thing. All right.
I love this new map that I can't see what's going on outside of our little section.
It's crazy, right? It makes it hard. Okay, so up to the north, you have Mastiff. Aaron is in front. Tempe and Dinjarin are stacked up. Alexandria is trailing behind. You guys see her come back or come towards you. Why don't you guys take your next move?
I can't see anything anymore. I lost. Like Dinjarin is now gone for some. Oh, there he is. Okay. Dinjarin I would walk over to the gym that I saw. I just don't know which direction it was.
All right. So let me let's do that. Hold on 1 second.
Because it didn't. You said the direction, but it doesn't say it in the description, so I couldn't remember.
Well, we can't see it either.
Yeah, it's a little. There has to be some theater of the mind.
Yeah. Oi, bird face.
Why am I not? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. So I'll put this back in the chat so you can see it. It's there. And what you see. Are you grabbing the gem?
Yeah. Who already has the gem? Do you guys remember?
Alexandria tells you that she does.
Okay.
All
right. Yeah.
I'd better walk over and grab it. But
Right,
if Tempe wants to, he can.
No, that's okay.
All right, so Dinjarin is going to be you. Okay, Dinjarin, dropping it in your inventory.
The green-red gem.
Yes, typos. Can someone make a note of that to remind me to fix that? That's annoying.
We solve it in real time, man.
Things aren't perfect. Look in your inventory, Dinjarin, see if you should see a gem.
Yes, the Okaret.
Okret, the green gem. So, to the chat. So this gem radiates magical energy, emitting a bright green light that illuminates the area around it. The gem is partially encased in a mixture of metal and dragon scales, adding to its mystique and power. The metal casing is intricately designed, probably intrinsically too, with swirling patterns and intricate etchings that depict dragons and other mythical creatures. The dragon scales are deep gray. They glimmer in the light of the gem. The combination of metal casing and dragon scales gives this gem a sense of strength and protection, as if it's guarding the powerful magic within. The green gem itself is a stunning sight, with its bright and radiant energy. The gem is cut in a unique, intricate design, with the facets that capture the light and reflect it in a mesmerizing display. The gem radiates magic. To anyone near it can feel the energy pulsing from it, calling out to those who dare seek its power. Your inner voice is like, Okret, so very green it glimmers and makes me think of... And then you trail off. So... 1 second.
So Dinjarin would probably take it just like a coin, gold coin, and put the corner in his mouth and just to see, like, how hard is this thing?
Yeah, I can see him doing that.
Bite gold to see if it's real gold. He would do that. Just bite down a little bit on it. Not
yeah,
hard. Just a little nibble.
That tracks.
Starting to see some foes emerge. Don't know if that's intentional.
It is. Unfortunately, my entire interface is locked up.
Oh yeah.
Is yours all still working?
Let's see. Yeah, I can move.
I cannot move at all.
I can't move, but I can move the scan and select token.
Yeah, I could spin my character, but I can't move him. Is that?
You're because you're in combat, or because there is still combat going on. That's why.
Oh, okay. So there's on the other team there's combat, so that's why we can't move.
Yeah, but ironically on this team,
I could still do things.
From the ceiling and just like crawling down the walls, drops at least 5 troglodytes. Right as you grab that gem and you're sort of like gnawing on it and sticking it in your pocket. I need you all that have just joined combat to roll for initiative.
What happened to the other one?
Whoa.
That's a lot of dice.
Troglodyte, man.
So many dice on my screen I can't click on anything. Because when you can interact with them, right? You can grab the dice and throw it around.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, all right. So, we're gonna, so you guys, just as you grab that gem, just things get very real for you. But Tyros, we're now back to the southern group. What's your plan? And you're muted in case you're talking.
Thank you. So I'm remembering what the skull eyes were in the past. I assume this is the same thing because I still haven't seen it, but this yellow glow seems very familiar.
Yeah, your sort of resting state nature insight tells you that this is another one of those skulls. Now you have no awareness of what's going on to the north, and just a quick out of game thing. The way split combat works now that you're both in combat is we follow the turn order. So like sometimes it'll be up north, sometimes it'll be down south. It'll be jumping back and forth. Yeah, so that's how it works. You can't run 2 combat trackers at the same time.
Nope,
so just so you know.
Totally cool.
Okay, so you're up. Yeah.
So Tyros, in a great spot right now, is going to step out 5 feet or 10 feet. Target the skull eye.
Okay.
And use his firebolt straight out from his hand.
Yeah, so you see Tempe or Tyros tries to get all badass. And you hear him say Excelsior, and nothing happens.
Realizing he hit the wall right beside the glowing eye, ducks back. Oops, I need to go back into movement. Ducks back into his perfect hiding spot.
And the irony is, if this skull had muscles, you could swear that it was smirking, but you know that this thing is a statue. All right, end your turn.
All right, and end my turn. And I also notify Stephanos and Glory that there are 2 skulls just right around this corner. There's skull eyes.
All right, let's have some fun. So what you guys see coming towards you? Oops. What you guys see coming towards you is show. Are you all seeing that?
Yeah.
Troglodytes. They look pretty menacing. Massive Steve doesn't seem phased as well, I gotta change the layout of this.
Wouldn't have Mastiff Steve had sensed them when he went ahead and was kind of looking around?
No, because Massive Steve wasn't necessarily looking up.
But he has like smelling stuff.
Yeah,
smelling stuff.
But he's also many feet away from the troglodytes.
That's true.
And you didn't have him sniffing ahead; you had him running ahead. So in the area that he's at, if you notice, there's no one around him. Oh, wait a minute, I'm wrong. There is someone around him. Mastiff Steve would have seen to his right as it dropped this troglodyte. So I will give Mastiff Steve an opportunity attack on this guy right here.
Hey, hold on. Something's going on with my my thing. I'm gonna have to refresh. Mine just kind of froze.
Yeah, mine got a little weird too. I do think it'd be fun to put some battle music on though.
Okay. So which guy were you pointing at that he would have opportunity? Okay. Let me see if I can grab him again. Okay. So he would, since he gets an attack of opportunity. Oh, I can't move him. It's still doing weird thing. I don't.
Okay, let me hit free movement. No one else move. Just Mastiff Steve.
I also can't see anything with, like, the view isn't changing with him. Like, something's going on with the system right now, I think.
Well, his vision is basic, so he doesn't see in the dark. So he's relying on sense of smell. So anything you roll is going to be with a disadvantage.
Got it.
But he does have a keen sense of smell though. So
okay, he walks up to what he's smelling, and but wouldn't Alexandria's light be over here, or no?
No. If you don't, if you notice, her light is casting shadows, so it's not lighting up this troglodyte. The only reason I'm giving you this is because it was close enough that he might have smelled this troglodyte.
Okay. I can't see it to
right here.
To like ping it to
See me pinging it? I'm literally on top of it.
Yeah, but I can't see it on the map, so I can't select it to target it.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so can I target for you? Did that target for you? Probably not.
I don't think so. Like I said, it's not letting me do that. It's not bringing up the menu when I right click.
So I'll do it for you because I don't. This is an interesting moment. So you're gonna try to attack this thing. The only attack your dog has, I believe, is bite, right?
Yeah, he's gonna run up and bite.
All right, so Massive Steve is gonna go and bite this thing. That's his bite. Disadvantage. Oh no! Would you like to take a moment and reflect on your life, and then could you roll the fumble macro for me and tell me what happens here?
Alright. Let's see, roll fumble. Oh, he here's a Master Steve has a pop in one of his shoulders, and one of his legs goes limp.
Yeah.
And so
so roll a 1d4.
Oh, it's gonna cause hip dysplasia later on life for Aaron.
Yeah, so
that's gonna be an expensive test bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and his arms. This is a thing that attacks, not just a thing that makes a move. So his only way is it's his jaw that's incapacitated, not a leg.
Oh.
Right? It's his attacking thing. So for the next 8 rounds, your dog's jaw sort of is hanging limp, right, before it can snap it back into place.
Oh, it's like, oh.
Yeah. Poor Massive Steve. So he's now just troglodyte fodder. Okay, so on that note, though, it is now this troglodyte's turn, who went right after Massive Steve. Targets. And attacks with... bite. One good bite deserves another. But he does bite, and he does connect.
Yeah, Massive Steve isn't that strong.
And Massive Steve is dead. So you see your massive Steve.
He would just disappear out of existence.
Yeah, he's going to be gone. So like you see him whimper, you see his blood splat, and then you see massive Steve just like disappears. And the troglodyte's like confused. This thing just disappeared in front of him, but he's not very bright, so it is what it is. He ends his turn. Dinjarin, you're up next in the stack rank.
I would run right up to the one who just killed Steve.
That's my purse. I don't know you. A little King of the Hill action for you guys.
What just happened? Yeah, so it's not letting me even. I can't, like, there we go. Okay, and then I would go with my old standby and just come down on its head with my maul.
All right. The Maul of Thunder. Oh! Ouch! Roll your damage, and then we'll see what happens next. When you roll your... After you roll your damage, pause for a second, and you can roll your crit.
From a fumble to a crit.
Right?
Jesus. So you just smash the shit out of this truck. So like one good turn deserves another. Massive Steve is gone, and Troglodyte Skane is dead. And Skane turns into an item pile.
Then I turn really quickly and point my maul at the one that's in the corner that I now can see because I'm over there.
We doing one of those Keanu Reeves like you're next things.
Yeah.
Roll your crit. Well, roll your crit. Your crit card.
Which one is that? Is that the rollable?
It should-
Okay, there we go.
Like a fire sword. What do we got here?
Yeah.
Need a hug. You get a bonus action to try to grapple your target if you choose to do so. So because your target is down, if you want to try to grapple, Wana, you're welcome to do so.
Yeah, why not? I'll walk over
Right.
and grapple.
Grapple away.
Let's see. Where would that be?
It's under your actions. I know that I think it exists on the combat HUD. Right?
I'll use that. Yeah, because I don't know where it is on the actual sheet. So, let's see. Disengage, dodge, hide, shove, dash. Is it use feature? I don't see grapple on the combat.
Oh, it's a strength check. So let's see. One second. Request roll. Hold on. We add you and you. Then I request roll, and it's going to be a strength check. And request.
This might be hard.
So look in the chat. Normal roll.
All right, I got a 23.
Yeah, so you win. This thing is grappled.
Nice.
Kick him.
All right. Dinjarin, that ends your turn. Your very lengthy turn. Let's see, how far can they go? Trying to figure out how far these guys walk. 30 feet. All right. So this guy can move 30 feet. Heads down the hallway. That's the turn. Up next, another troglodyte. And someone's calling me, but I'm not going to answer. This troglodyte hits 15 and another 15. That brings another troglodyte into view for you. Brother Samael is up. Brother Samael heads north to sort of see what's what. And as he does so, he sees that scene, Glory, that that was described to you. He sees across the way 2 troglodytes fighting sort of across this pool of lava, just off into the distance. That ends his turn. Troglodyte is literally on top of Alexandria, just dropped down right behind her. Targets her. And goes at her with a claw. He's flanking her, so he gets advantage. Normal. And hits her.
Is it flanking when there's a enemy on both sides?
No, it's just if you're aimed one direction and they're behind you. Yeah, so I guess maybe that's the wrong word. They get advantage if your back is to them. That's one of the many things.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, did not much, just 4 points of damage. I may make sure that they don't have multi-attack. Oh, they do. Yay. And this time goes at her with a bite. Same advantage. But misses this time. Ooh, I never noticed those teeth before. That was kind of cool. And of course, as part of that, her free move, she like spins now towards this troglodyte because she's been attacked by it. That ends its turn. Glory, you are up. You see Samael sort of head down the hallway.
Does he look over his shoulder or anything?
No, he's just arrived on his turn. He just arrived there and saw that scene that sort of you saw from a distance. And just sort of he doesn't look mischievous at this point. He just looks like he's sort of surveying the surroundings. You see him sort of take his head and cock it to the right a little bit as he sort of looks across because he's clearly noticing something.
Okay. So I can't see anything. Like we're not in combat with any of these animal things, right?
No, you're in.
Confused there for a minute.
You know, your entire party's in combat. You're in combat with the stuff that is down by you. They're in combat with the stuff that's up by them.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
but you are both in combat. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna just kind of follow Samuel, but be like keep him in my eyesight, but also be out of his view.
All right. You have another 15 if you want it, or else you can stay where you are.
Well, if I move forward, he'll see me.
That's true.
Or hear me. So, yeah. I'll end my turn.
Okay.
Or actually, you know what? I want to ready myself with my what's it called? The staff that I have.
The bone staff?
Yeah. So use my magic.
Okay. So it would be the bone staff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I put it in your build out just so you know it's there.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
I just added it. I just drug them in there.
All right. Cool. Thanks. All right. I'll end my turn.
All right. Up next is Stefanos. So you're down there. You see, you saw Tyros try to shoot at something and then sort of duck back around the corner. Tyros, have you shared with them what's going on? Okay. So you are aware, Stefanos.
Yes, I did. Yeah, when I ducked back, I shared with Stefanos and Glory because she was still hadn't quite followed Brother Samael.
Yeah. So Stefanos, you are now aware that you're a party divided.
I'm gonna move just up here.
Okay.
And I was actually hoping Glory would have moved because I wanted to apply my bless across all three of us.
Does bless require line of sight?
No, it just requires a certain area, but I didn't read what. So let me see.
Well, let me look and see if it does. If bless is line of sight.
within range. It doesn't say line of sight. 30 feet.
Is everybody else hearing distorted Discord voices? So it's not just me? Okay. Yeah, Tempe, you sound fine. Both Sarah and Stefanos are very distorted. David, sometimes you are as well. It's just very odd. I'm not sure what's going on. Anyway, so yeah, if it's a 30-foot radius, so yeah, so then you can target Glory, Salem, and Tyros, or are you going to target? Are you one of the three?
I'm one of the three, so I'm going to target Tyros, Glory, and myself.
Okay, so then do that. And Glory's right here.
I think
Can't see her in the dark.
I think David, Stephanie, and I are all on earpods, which might be it.
So I'm going to move Glory next to you for a second so you can bless her.
Okay, thank you.
And then I'll move her back. All right, so target you have to target yourself too, so target everybody. Well, you got this down. You're zippy fast. And then do your bless.
Rest.
You are all blessed.
I feel all fuzzy inside.
I know, it's awesome. I kind of hope those auras stay the whole time. Those are fantastic. Okay. Let me move Glory back to where she was. All right. Stefanos, that was your action. You have I think you have another 15 feet of movement left if you want it.
Yep, I'm gonna move just over here so I can see what's happening.
Where are you trying to move to?
Just trying to move. Oh, I can't seem to move.
Are you in the upper left? Is the token control and select tokens selected now? So the little person plus the little.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
I think that's most of the problem is for people is that like it forgets it's targeting. Okay, so you've moved into there. You can now see the menacing skull that Tyros was shooting at, and that's your turn. All right, I believe this troglodyte is grappled. So it needs to, what's your strength, Dinjarin?
It is a 16.
Okay, so this guy needs to roll 16 or greater. Request roll. Strength. Request with roll. What happens here? Let's see. Normal.
No.
Yep. So it succeeds and is no longer grappled. But that is the extent of its turn. So you feel this thing sort of break your arms away from it. Next up, a glowing eyeball who has line of sight of no one, so it cannot shoot. Next up is Tempe, up to the north. So Tempe, you seeing all this go down, you see Dinjarin's dispatched a couple of troglodytes. You saw Mastiff Steve explode. Behind you, you heard a troglodyte, a Hari, drop behind Alexandria and connect. You've got choices now. Choices indeed.
Hold on 1 sec. Okay, I am going to use my board breaker feature.
Ooh. Do tell.
Which allows me to target on each of your turns when you make a weapon attack. You can make another attack with that same weapon against a different creature that is within 5 feet of the original target. So if these troglodytes start stacking up. Just get an extra shot. I don't know if I have to double click this or anything.
I think you have to target them, right? It says you're doing horde.
Yeah.
Did you target them and then do horde breaker?
Target and then Horde Breaker. Target.
Okay, so yeah, so it's okay.
Yeah.
So this is just automatic. So
Okay.
anything within 5 feet of the other one. So unfortunately, none of them are within 5 feet of each other.
Right. But if they happen to be.
Yep.
Like if
Okay.
Troglodyte Rhino moves up.
Got it.
Anyway.
All right. Is that an action?
It's a feature.
Okay, so I think it just exists. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Solid 10, which is a 20. Damn, your bonuses. You have 10 in bonuses. Do you ever miss?
No.
So you hit and do 11 points of damage on Troglodyte Steris. So this thing is like, you can see you've brought it to its knees. It's within moments of death. So these are more, you've realized these troglodytes are more of a burden than anything significant. All right, and if that's the end of your turn,
So
or
if
unless you're going to move.
I get a bonus action. That's how it was on the last one. I don't know if it is anymore.
No, you do. You have if you hit on your attack, you get a second attack, right?
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot I'm supposed to do that too.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Solid hit again.
Right. Beginning to spill blood.
All right. So it is. Did it dead? Is it dead? Which one did you hit?
Pirano. Neither of them are dead.
Oh, got it. Wait, Urano. Where's that guy?
Pirano. It's the one to the right, the furthest away that I can see. P-A-R-A-N-O. Badonk.
All right. Up next is Alexandria. Alexandria has an obvious target. But does Alexandria have any weapons? Well, let's find out, because her dagger's not with her.
She has her talents.
What's that?
Her talents.
Hold on. Ah, my sheet just thing. So she has a lantern. She has a crossbow, but she has no ammo. She has a dagger. So she's going to target this thing, and she's going to attack it. Wait, what else does she have? Any spells? Gust of wind. Yeah, no, she's not going to waste that. So yeah, so she's going to use a dagger. And it hits. And it does a good amount of damage. And it's just a normal dagger. You know, you see her look down at this dagger, sort of disappointed, like, because it's just a plain old dagger. Kind of bums her out a little bit. That ends her turn. The other glowing skull. The other glowing skull does actually see Stephanos. So, targets her. And shoots. Shoot to kill. Sorry, a little AC/DC action for you. Normal. And what happens here? A solid hit. You see this fireball shoot towards Stephanos. Oh, and does a good amount of damage to her. And it also, Stephanos, you need to do a Constitution saving throw.
Is that on my character sheet?
It's on your. It's in the chat window. So you have to like the little chat window in the right hand side. There you go. And you succeed. So there you go. All right, so Stefanos is, that took a good pummel. These eyes are easy to kill, but they do some serious damage, so dispatching them as quickly as possible is of utmost importance. This brings us to Salem. Salem has all of his movement left.
Salem is going to fly back out. Oh, there he is. Okay. So I'm going to fly back out.
Okay.
Actually, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
All right.
He's just gonna.
This is your one do-over.
Be on my. Yeah, he's supposed to be on my shoulder, which is why. Sorry. Yeah, he's supposed to be on my shoulder. He's just on my shoulder, so he's fine.
Okay, so you just stay in there.
Yeah.
All right, this will be our last round for the day, and then we're gonna end. What an interesting episode so far. Redo at the top of the round. Don't forget, we reset initiative. So everyone roll initiative, please. Inquiring minds want to know what Glory's doing. Sounds like you're walking through the mud.
Sorry,
I thought Gloria was eating something.
I thought I was on mute.
My kids are both misophonics, and they would have right now like been raging at you, like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you're chewing."
I'm so sorry. I thought I was on mute.
I'm gonna roll for Tempe. All right.
Sorry, I'm dealing with the engineer.
No worries. Here we go. Next round. At the top of the round is, ironically, Tyros again.
Tyros is going to do the exact same move that he did before. Where's my move?
All right. 10 feet in.
Comes into here, 10 feet in. Targets an eye. He uses Firebolt.
Ooh, fighting fire with fire.
Yep.
And it's a solid hit.
Solid hit.
Tempe makes up for his last hit.
And a pathetic 4, but the hit was made. And with that, goes back to
just undercover.
Trusty
He steps in and then out, leaving poor Alexandria completely exposed. Stefanos. All right, Tempe, you are up. You got Alexandria behind you, Troglodyte ahead of you, and another Troglodyte. Attacking Troglodyte Wana, if you fumble, the risk is you hit Dinjarin. Not that any of you have ever cared about that. I just wanted to call it.
I'm not going to attack Wana. I'm going to finish off Steris and Verano. Bonk.
Oh, you got 11. Solid 21. And that drops this Troglodyte to its knees.
Should be dead.
Turning it into an item pile. You have all your movement left.
I still get a bonus.
Oh, you get a bonus, don't you? Yeah. Who are you going after? Wana?
No. Verano. You really want me to go after Wana? It went to defaulted to advantage. I don't know why.
Oh
I think I didn't
no.
go after Wana.
Oh, Parano. I have not seen that. I couldn't see it on my map. Now I know. I'm like, who's he hitting? I'm sorry to say, it is time for you to roll from the fumble deck.
Bumbalaya.
That's what happens. Maybe it'll be an easy. Yeah, there's like a 0.5% chance that there's one bad fumble that you basically die. So do you want to roll from the deck, or you want me to do it for you?
I don't. If it doesn't pop up in the chat, I don't know where to go.
Oh no, it's a macro. It's one of the macros down by your chat stuff. It looks like a broken sword. Unless you didn't add it to your macro bar.
I didn't.
Okay, I'll roll it for you then.
Thank you.
You can do that now. What is the damage? It is dislocation. A forceful pop in your shoulder is heard as your arm goes limp. Your arm used to make, is incapacitated for 1d4 plus 6. Wow, this seems familiar. What are the odds of all the hundreds of things that could have happened? So roll a d6, roll a d4 and add 6 to it, and you are going to attack with disadvantage that many rounds. Because you're going to be using your offhand. Not the time you want the biggest roll. So you're going to be rolling with disadvantage for the next 10 rounds. Please make a note of that.
Okay.
All right. End your turn, my friend, unless you're moving.
No.
Brother Samael. So Samael gazes around and then flips backwards and heads back down the tunnel. Sees Glory and looks a little not confused, but unsurprised to see that someone was sort of keeping an eye on him. And that was fine. And Glory, he looks at you and says,
"It looks like a treacherous path ahead. We might be able to join the companions if we want to navigate some chains or do some daring leaps across lava. Although, to the east, I saw a small bridge that looks like it may connect our two paths once again. I defer to the wisdom of the group. Nothing else of interest was there."
He just listens, kind of shows that she heard him, but doesn't say anything. Just kind of nods her head.
Okay. That's the end of his turn. And I think we're going to have to stop here because I've got to go to a school meeting. Let me hit the next person's turn. So, well, the next time we play, Stefanos will be up. You guys are a party divided, although Samuel and Gloria probably seem to be reconverging with their group in the Southern Pass. The Southern group is battling a couple of eyes. The Northern group battled the eyes, secured a gem, and is now battling some troglodytes that seem like more of an annoyance than anything that is going to put you guys, into too much of a painful situation. Although every little bit of damage hurts, as you guys know that your internal clocks see that we've clicked ahead another hour. It is now 2 p.m. You didn't see anything happen, but it did happen inside the game. Any questions or comments before we go?
Nope.
Awesome. This was a lot of fun.
That was a good one.
Yeah, we've had a series of. I'll figure out what's going on with the interface. It's a little chunky today, but we'll figure it out. But all right. On that note,
everyone.
Until the next time on the Smite Forest Chronicles and One Shot. Bye, all.